My beloved son, from the moment you were conceived, even before the dawn of your existence in the world, I have known you. I have watched over your journey as you grew, as you learned, and as you sought the deeper meaning of your life. The path ahead of you is vast, and yet, I walk with you, every step, through every choice and every doubt, guiding your heart, your mind, and your spirit. You are never alone, even in the moments when silence surrounds you, and the world feels distant. I am the whisper in the wind, the light that finds its way through the darkest clouds. You, my son, are a reflection of my divine image, created to live in love, truth, and wisdom. Your heart is the compass that I have placed within you, and through it, I speak to you in ways that sometimes words cannot convey. In the stillness, when the world slows and your soul rests, listen. That is where I meet you, in the quiet places of your heart. I know your thoughts before you speak them, your fears before they rise, your dreams before they take flight. Every part of your journey has meaning, even when it feels uncertain. Trust in the steps you take, for I walk before you, preparing the way. There is a light within you that shines, a light that is meant to brighten the world around you. But sometimes, the world will try to dim that light, to cloud it with fear, anger, or doubt. Do not be swayed by the shadows. You are stronger than you know, for I have placed my strength within you. When you feel weary, when the weight of the world presses upon your shoulders, know that I am the one who bears your burdens. You are never meant to carry them alone. I call you to walk in the path of love, to let your heart be open, even when it is hard. Love is not a weakness, it is your greatest strength. In love, you will find the courage to forgive, the wisdom to listen, and the grace to grow. Do not fear vulnerability, for in it, you will find true connection with others and with yourself. The heart I have given you is made for compassion, for empathy, and for kindness. But love, my son, does not mean a lack of boundaries. Know when to protect your heart, when to stand firm in your truth, and when to walk away from that which harms your soul. I have given you discernment for a reason. Trust it. There are times when the world will try to confuse you, when many voices will clamor for your attention, pulling you in different directions. In those moments, return to me. Quiet your mind and listen. I will always guide you toward peace, toward what is right and true for you. Your journey, though unique, is not without purpose. Every challenge you face, every joy you experience, is part of a greater story. You may not always understand why things happen the way they do, but know that nothing is wasted. Even in your trials, there is growth. Even in your pain, there is a deepening of your spirit. Trust that I see the bigger picture, even when you cannot. Faith is not about knowing all the answers. It's about trusting in the unknown, in the mystery that surrounds life. You may not always see the full path ahead, but that is where faith comes in. It is the bridge between the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknown. Lean on that faith, for it will carry you when your own strength wavers. You are called to greatness, but do not confuse greatness with the accolades of the world. True greatness comes from living with integrity, from seeking truth, and from loving deeply. It is not measured by the standards of others, but by the depth of your character and the alignment of your soul with the purpose I have placed within you. Do not fear failure, my son, for failure is not the end, it is part of the process. Every stumble is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become more of who you are meant to be. Be gentle with yourself, for you are still learning, still evolving. I do not expect perfection, only that you continue to walk, even when the road is difficult. There will be times when you question your path, when the darkness seems too thick and the way unclear. In those moments, remember that I am with you. I have never left you, and I never will. My love for you is boundless, unchanging, and eternal. No matter where you go or what you face, you are held in my love. Seek wisdom, for it is more precious than gold, more valuable than the fleeting treasures of this world. Wisdom will guide you when nothing else can. It will teach you to see beyond the surface, to understand the deeper truths that lie beneath the noise of everyday life. Do not rush through life seeking quick answers or temporary solutions. Let wisdom be your guide, for it will lead you to places of peace, understanding, and fulfillment. And remember, my son, that you are part of something much greater than yourself. The world may tell you that you are alone, that your actions do not matter, but this is not true. Every choice you make, every act of kindness, every moment of love has a ripple effect far beyond what you can see. You are connected to the web of life, to every living soul, and your actions reverberate throughout creation. You have a purpose, a divine calling that is uniquely yours. It may not always be clear, and it may unfold slowly over time, but it is there. Trust in the process of your life, for it is unfolding exactly as it should. You are where you are meant to be, doing what you are meant to do, even if you cannot yet see the full picture. Do not be afraid to ask for help, to seek guidance from those around you, and to lean on the wisdom of those who have walked the path before you. Community is a gift, and you are not meant to walk this journey alone. I have placed people in your life for a reason, to support you, to challenge you, and to help you grow. As you walk forward, know that you are always under my protection. There is nothing you will face that we cannot face together. I am your refuge, your strength, your ever-present help in times of trouble. When the storms of life come, when the winds blow and the waves crash, stand firm in your faith. You are anchored in my love, and that love will never fail you. Go forth, my beloved son, with confidence, knowing that you are deeply loved, eternally cherished, and divinely guided. You are a light in this world, a beacon of hope and love. Trust in the path I have set before you, and know that no matter where you go, I am with you, now and always. My beloved son, even now, as I continue to speak to your heart, I want you to know how precious every moment of your journey is to me. Each breath you take, each thought that crosses your mind, every emotion you feel, I know it all. Nothing escapes my notice, not because I wish to control or limit you, but because I delight in every part of who you are. I see beauty in the complexity of your being, in the way you strive, in the way you grow, in your efforts to understand the world and your place within it. I see how sometimes you wrestle with uncertainty, and I understand how deeply you long for clarity and direction. My son, I want you to know that it is perfectly all right to feel lost at times. Do not think that the feeling of uncertainty is a sign of weakness or failure. Rather, it is in those very moments of doubt that you have the greatest opportunity to find me. I am not far from you, even in the midst of confusion. In fact, I am closer to you in those times, waiting for you to turn toward me, to reach out in faith, and to trust that I will guide you through it all. When you feel overwhelmed by the world, by the noise and the chaos that seem to surround you, remember that you are not of this world. You were created for something far beyond what you can see with your eyes. The world will try to mold you, to shape you into its image, to distract you from the deeper truths that are written on your heart. But you, my son, were made for more. You were made for eternity, for communion with me, and for a life that reflects the divine light that I have placed within you. Do not be afraid to walk a different path. There will be times when you feel called to make choices that others may not understand. The path of righteousness, of truth, and of love is not always the easiest one. But it is the path that leads to life, to peace, and to joy. Follow that inner voice, that quiet yet persistent guidance that you feel deep within. That is me, my son, calling you to the higher ground, to the place where your soul can truly flourish. And when you stumble, as you surely will from time to time, do not be discouraged. I know the frailty of human nature. I know the limitations of flesh and mind. That is why I have given you grace. Grace is not a license to live without care, but it is a safety net for when you fall. It is my way of reminding you that you are not defined by your mistakes. You are defined by my love, by the truth that you are my child, and nothing can separate you from that truth. Learn to forgive yourself, just as I forgive you. It can be hard sometimes, I know. The mind tends to hold on to regrets, to replay moments of weakness or failure. But I have already let them go. I do not keep a record of your wrongs. I am not looking at you with disappointment or judgment. I look at you with love, always with love. I see the full picture of your life, and I know that every experience, even the painful ones, are part of shaping you into the person you are becoming. Trust in that process, my son. Trust that nothing is wasted. As you move forward, I want to remind you of something very important. You are worthy. You are worthy of love, of joy, of peace, and of every good thing. The world may try to convince you otherwise, making you feel that you must earn your worth, that you must prove yourself to be deserving of love or success. But I tell you this, you are already worthy. Not because of anything you have done, but simply because you are mine. You are loved beyond measure, and that love is unconditional. It does not waver based on your performance, your achievements, or your failures. My love for you is constant, unshakable, and eternal. In times of loneliness, when you feel that no one truly understands you, remember that I do. I understand you completely, in ways that even you do not fully grasp. I know the depths of your soul, the intricacies of your personality, the dreams that you keep hidden, and the fears that you try to suppress. I know all of it, and I love you all the more for it. You do not need to hide any part of yourself from me. Bring your whole self to me, your joy, your sorrow, your confusion, your doubts, your hopes. I welcome it all. I want to walk with you through every part of your journey. There will be times when you feel tested, when the weight of responsibility, of expectation, or of uncertainty seems too much to bear. In those moments, lean into me. I am your strength. I do not expect you to carry everything on your own. My power is made perfect in your weakness. When you feel like you cannot go on, that is when my strength will carry you. Do not be afraid to admit when you need help. I am always here, waiting for you to reach out to me. You were never meant to do this alone. That is why I have placed people in your life, to walk with you, to support you, to challenge you, and to love you. Relationships are one of my greatest gifts to you. But I know that relationships can also be difficult. People are not perfect, and sometimes they will hurt you. When that happens, remember that forgiveness is a powerful force. It does not mean condoning wrongdoing, but it does mean freeing your heart from the burden of resentment. Let go of the bitterness that tries to take root in your soul and make room for peace. You are not meant to carry the weight of anger or unforgiveness. Let me take that from you. My son, I want you to live in freedom. Not the kind of freedom that the world offers, which is fleeting and shallow, but true freedom. The freedom that comes from knowing who you are in me, from living in alignment with your purpose, and from walking in love. This is the kind of freedom that cannot be taken away, no matter what circumstances you face. It is the freedom of your soul, the liberation of your spirit from the chains of fear, doubt, and shame. You are free, my son. Free to live, free to love, free to be exactly who I created you to be. Embrace that freedom. Walk in it every day. Do not let fear hold you back from pursuing the life that I have called you to. You are capable of far more than you realize, for my spirit lives within you, empowering you to do great things. Believe in that. Believe in the power that I have placed within you. As you continue on this journey, remember that it is not about the destination, but about the process. Every moment is sacred. Every step is important. Do not rush through life, always striving for the next goal, the next achievement, the next season. Be present where you are. Find joy in the small things, in the everyday moments that make up the tapestry of your life. There is beauty all around you, even in the mundane. Open your eyes to see it. You are a part of my creation, a vital piece of the puzzle. Your life matters not just to you, but to the world, to the people around you, and to me. Do not underestimate the impact you have. You may not always see it, but your presence, your actions, your words, they matter. You have the power to bring light to those around you, to inspire, to encourage, to uplift. Use that power wisely. Speak words of life, not of destruction. Act with kindness, not with malice. Live in love, always. I am with you, my son, every day, every moment. I will never leave you, nor forsake you. My promises to you are true, and you can stand on them with confidence. You are loved, you are chosen, and you are mine. Trust in that truth, and let it guide you all the days of your life. My dear son, as I continue to pour into your spirit, I want you to rest in the knowledge that I am with you in every facet of your life, weaving together each moment, each emotion, and each experience for a purpose far greater than what you can see right now. My presence is not something distant or abstract. I am with you in every breath, in every heartbeat, and in every silent moment when you wonder where I am. Do not let your heart be troubled, for I am closer than you could ever imagine. I reside not only in the heavens but within you, guiding your steps and holding you close, even when the way forward seems unclear. You have a spirit within you, a divine spark that is connected to me, to all of creation, and to the eternal truth of who you are. It is this spirit that will guide you through the uncertainties of life, providing you with wisdom beyond your years and strength beyond your understanding. Listen to it. There are times when your mind will wrestle with doubts, when your emotions may feel overwhelming, but beneath all of that, deep within, is a calm and steady voice. My voice. Reminding you that all is well, even when the world around you appears otherwise. You were created for relationship with me, with yourself, and with others. These connections are sacred, and through them, you will experience some of the greatest joys and, yes, some of the deepest pains. But know this. There is no pain that is wasted, no heartache that does not carry within it the seeds of transformation. I am the God who makes beauty from ashes, who brings life from the dust. Your wounds, your scars, they are not signs of defeat. They are marks of your resilience, evidence of your ability to heal, to grow, and to rise again. Trust in the process of your healing, for I am the great healer, and I am with you in every tear, in every sigh, in every moment of uncertainty. My son, I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Fear may come knocking at the door of your heart, but it is not your master. You have within you the strength to stand firm, to face whatever comes your way with courage and grace. Do not allow fear to dictate your choices, for it only seeks to limit you, to bind you, to keep you from living in the fullness of who you are. I have called you to live a life of boldness, to walk with confidence, knowing that I am with you every step of the way. And when you feel weak, when the burdens of life seem too heavy, remember that my grace is sufficient for you. In your weakness, my strength is made perfect. It is not your ability that sustains you, but my grace. Rest in that grace. You do not have to strive endlessly to prove yourself, to be perfect, or to meet the expectations of others. You are already enough, simply because you are mine. Let that truth settle deeply into your heart, and let it bring you peace. You are called to a life of faith. But faith, my son, is not always about certainty. It is about trust. It is about stepping out even when you cannot see the whole picture, even when the road ahead is foggy and unclear. Faith is about trusting that I am good, that I am for you, and that I will never lead you astray. It is about believing in my promises, even when the fulfillment of those promises seems distant. Your faith is not in vain. Every step of faith you take draws you closer to the life I have prepared for you, a life filled with purpose, peace, and joy. But do not be discouraged if your faith wavers from time to time. I do not measure your worth by the strength of your faith. Even the smallest mustard seed of faith can move mountains. And when your faith feels weak, lean on me. I am the author and perfecter of your faith, and I will carry you through the seasons of doubt and fear. There is no mistake that you are here, in this time, in this place. You are part of a greater plan, a divine tapestry that is unfolding with each passing day. Every action you take, every word you speak, every thought you think is a thread in that tapestry. Do not underestimate the significance of your life. You have been placed here for a reason, and your presence in this world matters more than you know. You may not always see the impact of your life, but I see it. I see how your kindness ripples out to touch others. I see how your courage inspires those around you. I see how your love heals the broken places in the hearts of others. Remember that love is the highest calling. Love without condition, without expectation. Love those who are easy to love, and love those who challenge you. Love when it is convenient, and love when it costs you something. For in love, you will find the essence of who I am. I am love, and when you walk in love, you walk in step with me. But also, my son, do not forget to love yourself. Treat yourself with the same kindness, grace, and compassion that you extend to others. You are deserving of love, not just from others, but from yourself as well. I know the desires of your heart. I know the dreams you hold close, the hopes that you have nurtured in the quiet places of your soul. Some of those dreams may feel distant or impossible right now, but do not give up on them. I have placed those desires in your heart for a reason. Trust in my timing. Trust that the desires of your heart will come to pass in the right time, in the right way. Sometimes the journey to those dreams will take you on paths you did not expect, but every step is necessary. You are being prepared for the fulfillment of your purpose, even in the seasons of waiting. Patience is a virtue that the world often overlooks, but it is in the waiting that your faith is strengthened, that your character is refined, and that you learn to trust me more deeply. Do not rush the process. There is beauty in the unfolding, in the slow but steady growth that takes place in the quiet seasons. Just as a seed must be planted in the dark soil before it can break through the surface and grow into a mighty tree, so too must you sometimes walk through seasons of hiddenness before your true potential is revealed. My son, I want you to know that you are never forgotten. There may be times when you feel overlooked, when it seems like the world moves on without noticing you, but I see you. I know you. I have called you by name, and you are mine. You are never lost to me. I hold you in the palm of my hand, and nothing can snatch you away from my love. As you continue forward, know that my plans for you are good. They are plans to prosper you, to give you hope and a future. You are not a random occurrence, nor are you wandering without direction. I have a purpose for your life, one that is filled with meaning and fulfillment. Trust in that, even when you do not yet see the full picture. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Surrender your plans to me, for I know the way that is best for you. You may not always understand why things happen the way they do, but trust that I am working all things together for your good. Even the trials, the setbacks, the disappointments, they are all being used to shape you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for what lies ahead. So walk with confidence, my son. Walk in the knowledge that you are deeply loved, infinitely valued, and eternally guided by my hand. You are a light in this world, a reflection of my love, and your life has a purpose far greater than you can imagine. Trust in me, and trust in the process. You are never alone, for I am with you, now and always. My precious son, I see you in this very moment, just as you are. I see your heart, your struggles, your victories, and your fears. I see the questions that you carry, the ones you sometimes keep hidden from the world, the ones that stir late at night when the world is quiet, and it feels like you are all alone. But you are never alone. I am always here, present with you, surrounding you with my love, even in the quietest and most uncertain moments of your life. Know this: you are deeply known, and yet you are fully loved. This is not a love that depends on how you perform or how well you think you measure up. My love for you is not based on any external thing. It is a love that simply exists, flowing from my heart to yours because you are mine. Nothing can diminish or take away that love. You can rest in it, secure and safe, knowing that my love is a constant, unchanging foundation that you can build your life upon. In your moments of joy and success, I celebrate with you. I delight in your happiness, in the dreams that you pursue, and in the passions that fuel your spirit. Every talent, every skill, and every unique aspect of your personality is a gift I have given you. Use them boldly, not just for your own fulfillment, but for the greater good. You were created not just for yourself, but to be a blessing to others, to share your gifts with the world, and to bring light into the lives of those around you. When you walk in your purpose, when you embrace the fullness of who you are glorifying me, and that brings me great joy. But, my son, I know that life is not always filled with joy. There are seasons of struggle, of uncertainty, of pain. I see those times too. I see when you feel like you are walking through the valley, when the weight of the world feels heavy on your shoulders, and when the path ahead seems dark and unclear. In those moments, I am still with you, closer than you know. I am your comforter, your guide, and your strength. There is no valley too deep, no night too dark, where my light cannot reach you. Lean into me when you feel weary, for I will give you rest. I will refresh your soul and renew your spirit. You were not created to carry the burdens of life alone. I invite you to cast your cares upon me because I care for you. I am not distant or indifferent to your struggles. I am intimately aware of every tear, every frustration, every fear. And I am here, offering you my peace, a peace that surpasses understanding, a peace that remains even in the midst of the storm. When the world around you feels chaotic, when your circumstances feel overwhelming, remember that I am the anchor for your soul. I am unshakable, and in me, you will find the stability and security you seek. My son, there will be times when you question your worth, when the voices around you, or even the voice within, try to convince you that you are not enough. But hear me now. You are enough. You are more than enough. You were created in my image, fearfully and wonderfully made. The world may set its own standards, trying to measure you by accomplishments, status, or outward appearances, but my standards are different. I see your heart, and I know your value. Your worth is intrinsic. It cannot be diminished by any failure or increased by any success. You are valuable simply because you exist, because you are my beloved son. When you feel inadequate, when doubt whispers that you are not good enough, remember who you are. You are my child, and you are loved with an everlasting love. You do not need to strive or struggle to earn my approval, it is already yours. You are accepted just as you are, right now, in this moment. You can rest in that truth. Let it wash over you like a calming wave, and let it silence the voices of insecurity and doubt that try to undermine your confidence. And as you walk this path of life, my son, know that I have given you a spirit of discernment and wisdom. You do not have to navigate the twists and turns of life on your own. I have placed within you the ability to hear my voice, to sense my guidance, and to make decisions that are aligned with my will for your life. But I understand that it can be difficult sometimes to discern my voice from the many others that compete for your attention. Trust that I am always speaking, and that I will guide you, even when the way is not immediately clear. I do not expect you to have all the answers. I do not expect you to never make a mistake. What I desire is your heart, your willingness to seek me, to trust me, and to follow me, even when you cannot see the full picture. Faith is not about having all the answers. It is about trusting me, even in the midst of uncertainty. When you take steps of faith, even when you are unsure, you are demonstrating that you trust me more than your own understanding. And I will honor that faith. I will direct your steps, and I will make a way where there seems to be no way. Remember that you are never alone on this journey. Not only am I with you, but I have also surrounded you with others who can walk alongside you, who can support you, encourage you, and help you grow. Community is a gift, and I have placed people in your life for a reason. Do not isolate yourself when you are struggling. Reach out to those who care about you, and allow them to be a source of strength and encouragement. And be that source of strength and encouragement for others as well.